So you're probably wondering, where in the world have I been this time, considering the fact that I have not been seen on camera in at least 2 months. And before anyone asks, no, nobody died this time. Yet. I've been gone for 2 main reasons, one of which is that I have relocated, kinda sort of. What I mean by that is I have moved into a completely new room that is completely separate from all the rooms that we have in the house for reasons that I will get to in a second. I expect a lot of basement jokes with that. Go ahead, leave them in the comments, I don't care. But in order to pull this off, we had to move everything that was originally in here out of the room. We then had to get everything that was in my room down here. And then we had to get everything, or at least most of the stuff that was originally down here, up to where my old room was, and that takes time. Now, why did I want to relocate? 2 reasons. One, I wanted to just have my own little place, a place where I could come to that can let me just drown out everything, all the noises, the drama, the problems. Just having my own little place just lets me allow myself to just tune out everything in the world and just feel a bit more free as a person. If you're somebody who moved into an apartment for the first time or moved out and into your own house for the first time, you might be able to understand what I mean. Reason number 2 is that there were a couple problems in my previous room that prevented me from doing some of the stuff I love doing, including Exhibit A. First of all, the walls of my old room, as well as half of our entire house, were effectively made of cardboard covered with toilet paper. These walls would rarely block out sound, if ever. Literally, I could be trying to record a video in my previous room and a simple pickup truck can go by and the walls will not block the sound of it going by. I don't know about you guys, but it would be distracting for me. In fact, I have had multiple instances when I was trying to do a video and I would have to basically stop and restart the entire thing because I was constantly getting distracted by semi-trucks or loud pickup trucks going by the window. The other reason is more of a personal thing for me, and it's that whenever I want to record, oftentimes there will be somebody in the other room right next to my old room, either watching TV or having talks with somebody else, and I don't want to record with them out there. One, because I don't want their voice or whatever they're watching on TV to end up in my recording, because I doubt that they would want that to happen. And also, I doubt that you guys would want to hear that. But also, I don't want to disturb them and what they're doing in case my recording gets very loud. So that was the main reason why I wanted to relocate and why I've been gone for so long. There is another reason that I'll get to in a second. But before I do that, I am certain that a lot of you watching this are curious as to what my new room looks like. So here you go. Starting at the most obvious part, we have my desk along with my setup with the computer on the bottom there. For those wondering what kind of desk I have, is actually a crank desk that if you were to turn that crank there, you can adjust the size of the desk for whatever meets your purpose. If you want to stand or if you want to sit, you turn that crank and it will adjust the height of it for you. Moving along, we have behind my chair is a small little bookshelf with some various odds and ends books. And then at the top of there, we have a various assortment of random items that are just meant to be mostly for decoration. Along the wall here, other than this little shelf that I made in junior high school, we have a series of acoustic foam wedge panels. And I got these because I wanted to try to make sure that when I'm recording, I'm dampening the sound as much as possible. For those of you who are interested in these, I'll put a picture up on the screen here to show you what they look like. As we spin around, there is a second section of panels that are also surrounding a table, along with a standing thing for my camera, the one I'm recording right now. And this is where I'm going to be recording all my tutorials, my unboxings, as well as sample footage that I'll need in order for my reviews on LeunameGames. Speaking of which, there's something behind us that I'll show later on. Over on to the right is a small little cabinet that keeps some of my supplies. Above that is a little shelf that just keeps some more nostalgic items that I had from my past. Over to the right of that, we have another bookshelf, but these books are much larger and thus couldn't fit on my other shelf, so I put them on this one, except for the very top which contain the tiny ones, which I just put there because I thought they looked cool. Over to the side, we have another small bookshelf, and this is just some books that I couldn't really fit on the other two bookshelves. And at the top of that, I just have a couple other things, just again for decoration. Going to the right further, along with just some random items over by the door, we have the main door, along with a little hanger rack that I keep my art supplies that I use. And then over to the right of that, we have a little whiteboard that hopefully I'll be able to incorporate into videos someday. As we keep spinning around, we have the TV, obviously. And then we have a couple of art projects that I did in college. And as we spin around one final time, we have another shelf here. And this is where I store all of my video game collections, as well as a small set of tabletop games that I'll be using in various videos coming up soon. Over around here is just another set. These are some movies that I keep that I plan to watch someday. I just haven't got around to it. And then back up the top is just another set of games that I own. So that's what the new room looks like. Now there is another reason as to why I've been gone, and it's actually the video you're watching right now, because I didn't just want to come back without explaining where I've been, especially since the background looks very different. I knew people were going to have questions, so I wanted to make this video to just explain where I've been and what's happened, but I was really nervous about making it because I didn't know how to go about doing it until now when I'm recording this, and I just said, screw it, just do something. So those were the reasons why I've been gone. Basically, I've relocated rooms, and until now, I was too nervous to talk about it. Now that I have, I am happy to say I am comfortable enough to get back into video production, and I am so thankful that you were all willing to just stand by and wait for me to come back. I am eternally grateful for that, and I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a big thumbs up. Thank you all as always so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.